SkookumScript is a text-based programming language and tool suite specifically designed for video games, and now it is available as a turnkey plugin for Unreal Engine 4. Battle-tested in the game industry trenches for more than 2 decades, SkookumScript has been used in AAA projects such as Sleeping Dogs and Triad Wars. SkookumScript is ideal for gameplay such as AI, missions, interactive audio, and much more. SkookumScript is very efficient both in terms of speed and memory footprint. It is compiled using its own IDE, and the compilation is super fast. Here's how long it takes to compile the open-world game Sleeping Dogs and all of its more than 9,000 script commands. The SkookumScript IDE here communicates remotely with the Unreal game runtime on any platform. It can be used as a powerful command console, editor, and debugger. This is an already running demo with the player here and some robots that can be controlled with scripts from the IDE. This path command tells the 3 different robots to path towards the player, and when they all reach him, give the boom command on the player. This any command randomly picks one of the 3 robots and executes the boom command on it randomly. I'll run it a few times to give an example of the randomization. Finally, this reset command tells these 3 robots to go back to their positions. Live interaction on mobile devices is a huge time saver. Here's the SkookumScript console sending the same commands in real time on an iPad. You can also query information and have it printed in the SkookumScript IDE log. You can even call the SkookumScript IDE from other applications such as Visual Studio here or your favorite editor to give them scripting superpowers. Being able to run quick snippets in real time like this will completely change your workflow, and everyone on the team will use it and swap around their favorite bits of code. Any method you define in SkookumScript can be placed in a blueprint graph as a node. For example, handle move forward here contains 3 lines of code that can be placed in this graph to simplify it. Just right-click and select a function from the menu, place it as a node in the graph, and hook it up like any other node. Now hook up the other input direction method called handle move right as well. And here is the simplified graph using SkookumScript. You can also call blueprints from SkookumScript. Blueprint event nodes are automatically created when you create SkookumScript methods such as this on SkookumTriggered. It is available in blueprint graphs as an event. Now let's get that event to call another node. Let's use another method exposed from SkookumScript called SkookumFunction. Just hook them together like any blueprint nodes. These nodes don't quite match. We want to pass on a vector, but the receiving function doesn't expect one as an input. Modifying the function to take a vector is easy. Now watch this node as I recompile and ta-da! Now there's a vector input. And as another quick example, we can remove this boolean since we aren't using it. So now let's call this event. Start the simulation, go to the SkookumScript IDE console, call onSkookumTriggered with 42 and other arguments, which triggers the blueprint event, which calls back into SkookumScript, where it prints out 42. SkookumScript has all the thousands of Unreal Engine commands available to blueprints. It makes it really easy to create and customize your own commands. This command has the robots go on sentry duty, randomly picking different robots and locations for them to path to. We can browse to this command, and we can go to the point where it picks the robots to run around, set a breakpoint, and then we can step through each command. We can continue to the last breakpoint, continue, and we can remove the breakpoint and resume. You can change the action the robots perform as they arrive at each point. So let's pop to the sentry action command, and we will change what they do while the code is actually running. And recompile it. Now as they arrive at each point, they will do an explosion. And change the code live while it was running. You can write most, if not all, of your game in SkookumScript and blueprints, though integrating SkookumScript with C++ is easy. Whether you are calling from C++ into SkookumScript or vice versa, all of the SkookumScript API is available, including the full source of the SkookumScript Unreal Engine plugin on GitHub. This is just scratching the surface of what SkookumScript can do for you. There's a team of veteran developers working full-time to make SkookumScript and your projects more Skookum. And Skookum means awesome.